Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of my continuation of my free-to-play character. I enjoyed this series quite a bit. I like this very much. I managed to get maximum scanning with this character. Basically, the most that I can actually get. So I have this Metamorphosis, which has, I think, has bonuses also to scanning. Yeah, it has like the reduction of the core probe strength of 37.5 and the deviation, and basically also have like the implants that I can equip as an alpha with this character. So far it's still alpha because it's a free-to-play. Free-to-play meaning that I'm not gonna pay anything for this character, but if I can just get the plex necessary, I will. So those are just all skills that it's just helped me with the scanning so far, and I actually managed to get the morale, modify expanded probe launcher, and managed to get the expensive ISK Core Probe drones or probe, and I got 16 of those. And if we look at the base strength, we have like 130, but we also have like the booster, the level 4 booster state electronic that also gives a little bit of 16% core pro strength. So basically I just got to the limitation of the alpha character of how much core strength I can do, so I can do scanning pretty well. I think I can, and also have like this navy scan rangefinder array, which is also like an expensive module. I guess I could have 2 more, but that the fit wouldn't be that complete, and just increase a little bit here. That'll be like 134. Yeah, I think that would be like the limit. I guess if you have like a ship, like a Heron. I guess not the Heron. But yeah, I guess that would be like the limit, the maximum that you can actually get. But would be a little bit incomplete. I like to, you know, when I'm in space to just move, to be on the move. And yeah, this also helps with the scanning quite a bit. It reduces the time for, you know, for the scans to happen. So we're gonna, in today's episode, I'm gonna show you how I've been keep making ISK in this Nullsec constellation, and probably just show from the very beginning, from the very start, starting with the scanning ship that now we have all maxed out. So we are at the station. Also, we have a bookmark at the station now, so I can just like you know, safely warp to it and dock, insta dock there. So we're just gonna ignore all those combat sites. Let's say. And we're gonna pre-align to our station, turn off the micro warp drive to be on the move, and insta launch the AIR drones. We don't want the scan probes to stay near us, because you can easily be, they can be bookmarked. And yeah, there we go. We're already finding some stuff. But I'm pretty happy that we have right now the maximum skills. We basically have everything that we need to do scanning at maximum efficiency. We have like the Echelon data, that specific scanning ship. We have all the implants necessarily. We have, you know, we can switch between clones. Basically maxed out in terms of what I can do with the scanning here. And I'm gonna show you in this episode how I basically kept making ISK in this region so far. Just basically involves me scanning those data and relics, and now that the scanning has become a lot more easier with all this strength, only being limited with my personal skills. But I'm looking at it and it's just, it is quite good. Making quite a bit of a progress, I would say. It's like we scanned this like no issue. I wonder how much. I think I saw like a post on Reddit. Somebody had like 300 or something strength, which is insane. But this is good enough for me. I haven't been having any issues scanning anything with what I have. And that's the power of, getting the maximum things to be able to scan. Also, the booster is really good, and now it's like really cheap. Now that the event is kind of come to a close, which kind of helps me with doing all those sites. And I like this constellation a lot. It's rich in data relics. Basically, I'll never run of things to do. So yeah, scanning. And making quite a bit of a bank. I mean, look at my fit already. It's 1.3 billion at least. It's because of the Moro, the Navy scan array, all those things, And I managed with me just scanning in this constellation and just doing all the things. Thanks to also to Initiative, who kind of blocks all the competition. They just close all the wormholes, so basically nobody else is gonna do those data relics. It's all for me, and there's just spawn some many more in this constellation as well too. Especially also like in Serpentis Primer, we're here in this system that we have our main base, I guess you could say so, because it has all those, one jump things. But Serpentis Prime, it had like also like 50 cosmic signatures. One I did once, it made like 600 million on those. It was quite a bit of work, I will tell you that, but it is a productive activity, and that yes, it does require your attention, but and I guess what I can get like to maximize the character progression would be like a cerebral that will have like good attributes. Maybe like an expensive one. I think I saw like a 2 billion one on the market. That would be like a good one that I could get. And yeah, I've been getting those alpha injectors as well to progress with the character. I think I was referring to this cerebral. So those are just the temporary one, the basics and the extended ones, but I think it was this, so it's funny that there it is this year, which is pretty cool, actually. Was that the master? I'm not even sure, but there was like one of those that is not temporary cerebral that you can just buy in Jira for like 2 billion ISK, which I'm thinking actually getting it, which will help with the progression of this free-to-play character. But yeah, basically I kind of maxed out the things I can do, or at least the core pro strength that I can do with this character. And still, it takes quite a bit, but it does feel a difference. Basically, I'm just doing 1-2 scans and I'm finding that what I need, or finding the cosmic signature very, very easily. Okay, maybe I should have put like 0.5. Oh well, it's okay. So yeah, this is what I've been doing most of the time. Also bringing all those ships in here. And what I also like realize is that sometimes you can actually find wormholes in this constellation. It's a bit difficult, but sometimes you actually find some. So I was thinking where if, you know, if that's the case, that means I can actually bring some like good stuff in here too. Like make a big hauling ships. Because it's like, you know, it's all player based, right? The people are closing, so sometimes people can make errors or miss some wormholes, and I was happy to find that they're, yeah, sometimes they don't close all the wormholes, although they're very efficient with what they're doing. When I'm saying they, I'm talking about the initiative. The initiative. There you go. So you have like an idea what am I talking about. Yeah, it's just about time, you know, all those like scanning, and I guess a little bit convenience, right? Getting those expensive module like the Moro, like all these faction navy modules. It's just, you know, will take less time to scan, but also it's like, you know, make life a little bit easier in here. So look at that, we finished the opportunities. Yeah, we keep doing those daily opportunities. We really want to get those 10,000 skill points daily. That helps quite a bit. And I guess next step is just to try to build that, what I was trying to build. The rattlesnake, yes. That's what I was looking for to do next, to have like a combat ship here to, yeah, just trying to do the combat sites. Or, you know, help me actually, because there's like when I do data or relic sites, there are just sometimes those protected, you know, just sites that need some wave clear, sometimes at the gas sites, sometimes at the, so they could be also protected, you know, data and relic sites. And those are the one that I'm looking for. Okay. A lot of level 4 relics, right? We found quite a bit, or it was just like an impression. Yeah, we had, there are a couple. There are a couple. Yeah, that's the power of 130 core pro strength. I wonder if you guys, tell me in the description of the video how much was your max power core probe constraint. This base sensor strength. How much did you actually manage to push to? I'm pretty sure, obviously, if you're Omega, you can get this to much more. As an Alpha, to have like 130, that's pretty good. What's that sound? Oh, those are just gonna expire? You can only use them for a bit? Actually didn't know that. Didn't knew that. So what's that happening when they expire? Did I just spend like 800 million on some RS core drones with that there I will not be able to use ever again? Or do they just have like a cooldown type of thing? I didn't know that they have. Let me actually check. It's just like one of those things, if I recall them, they can be used again to scan. Hopefully they don't like expire and I won't be able to use them. That's a bit ridiculous. I guess it's just the time that they can be on space. But I guess we'll figure out. We'll see with our own eyes what's the AIR core strength expiring time meaning. It's quite interesting. I haven't seen that being a thing. And that would be funny. That I have this like 800 million RS core probes be used and then have them expire and not be able to use them at all. But I guess it's a good highlight for the for the video on what not to buy from Jita then. But they're quite effective. I mean, look at this. They're just... We found every cosmic signature pretty quick. I'm not complaining about their efficiency. It's just... let's see what will happen. It's the timer hits 0. That's interesting. Yeah, I want to see what happened when it reaches 0. Do they just like not good to use anymore? I want to recall them for safety and just like, you know, have them maybe relaunched. But I want to see what happens if they actually expire and hit 0. Because that was like a new sound that I heard about, heard too. So they do. They do expire. Look at this. I just spent like 300 something million for like some RS drones. That I'm not even sure if you can just like I guess they may be used for like some sort of specific things for that are really hard to scan for. There you go, guys. Not all the things that you need to buy are good. And I'm just probably gonna sell those new ones. I only have 8. Or wait, I have 8 equipped and 8 in. It's just they go on cooldown, right? Give me a second. I wanna see. Because they came back into my cargo. I thought, like, let me see. What's the difference? They look good. I guess they have some sort of cooldown. Let me just actually put those the same. The same one. I've never had like those RS drones, you know. That's why I'm just actually testing things too. See if they're. I guess after that timer they only just like come back into your cargo drones. They're not gonna be in space. That's what it means. You cannot have them in space for that long. But I don't think they expire in the sense that you cannot use them anymore. So we're gonna try to relaunch. Yes, it works that way. Okay, cool. Was a bit scared that I actually spent like some sort of freaky million of ISK on some expensive core probe launcher and them just only being able to use on a specific like sites. But it looks like we can still use them, yeah. It's just that they have like some sort of cooldown where they come back into your inventory if you just like keep scanning with them. Just interesting, for sure. In a way, it can be used as the way to actually protect you so you don't have them in space for that long. But interesting to say the least. I was a bit scared, I'm not gonna lie, that I actually spent like freaking 800 million on just like some probes that, I mean, they're slightly a bit better than the sister core probe, but they're not like exceedingly much better than the sister core probe launchers. So I was wondering if the investment is worth it. It was worth it anyway for like, you know, to just actually reach the you know, maximum scanning strength, but nothing beyond that. So yeah, this is what we've been doing so far in the quite, I would say even like week when we decided to just move into this constellation and start making some ISK. It's just scanning those data. And relic sites. I'm actually curious, what do I have here? I have for data, okay. Seven zero five. Cooldown on scanner probes. Oh, would you look at that? We found a wormhole. I was telling you about those gaps. There you go, we found one. Found one of those gaps. They didn't manage to close this one. Let's see where it actually goes. I'm actually even scared to warp through that. I might want to just bookmark it though. Save the location. I'm just curious. I want to see where it goes actually. Just get the intel about the wormhole if it goes like to, I don't know, anywhere. That is so rare to actually find one. Trust me guys, the player dedicated people that are in here doing quite a bit of a work to close all the wormholes. What is this so significant? Oh, okay. And it's extra large. You can just bring like big ships in here. It's a 4 to 5 wormhole. It'd be quite of a trip to actually find a way out with... Yeah. Interesting. But we're gonna continue with the thing that I want to do. We're gonna go to the station. Let's remove that. The other one is a bit better because that bookmark, it's like right off the on the wormhole nose. Okay, so basically we scan all the things. Now we're just looking to have since we have the pod for the data, we're gonna use a data ship, and we have a specialized one. We have the Echelon that I highlighted to you guys a couple of days ago. But first, we'll before we hop into the Echelon, we need to just bookmark every important can, because we're not gonna do all the cans. We're gonna do the important ones. We're cherry picking. So what I've been doing so far. And we have this Griffin, which is pretty cool. It has, you know, the 70 kilometers range, but also I have increased range in case I need it. It's because the range of the cargo scan is also 70 kilometers for the tier 2. So I have this auto targeting. But this is the warpad. Those are the sites that I cannot do, and I need like a combat ship for. So we're just gonna ignore those. Unfortunately, that's why I was looking to have like a combat ship to just clear the sites. And that's why I want to get like a big one first too, that can clear any combat sites that might be here. Okay. Also, this data site is a tier 1, so it's not gonna be something significant, but we're gonna check it anyway. You never know what you can find. Okay, you know what? This is actually good. 4 million. I'll take that. Okay, that's nothing. It's also nothing. But this is good. It's legit. So we're gonna save it. We're gonna call this 1D, that's fine. Okay, let's approach those last two. Those are not having anything good. .5. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. No, what? Sure, fine. Let's bookmark this one as well. We can ignore this result. Cool. Wait. I have to make it 3. There's a bit more relic sites than data. But we're gonna do the data first. Those are the warpath sites, which, you know, consistent ISK. We're gonna do those too. So the way we bookmark is that where, you know, you do the can and then I warp to the other one. So I want to just alternate between the bookmarks. I don't want to make like one here, the next one in the same site, the next one. So I want to alternate. That's why I made like a 3 there. Okay, we're gonna bookmark this as well. We don't have to be like right on the nose, but for some reason I want to. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, 4. We got one more data. We're gonna warp to that, scan that as well, or bookmark that as well. Scan 2, I guess you can say so, right? Cargo scanning. Look at the range of this cargo scanner. It can do all of them. Can look at each and one of... Oh, those are good. What? 15 million? Okay. No, because we don't have any other... any other one. There you go. Nice. Okay, let's ignore for the convenience. So we can ignore this wormhole as well. Have everything bookmarked. And we're gonna warp to the station pack. Kinda stuck in this data at the moment. That sometimes happens. Let me just activate this. It's gonna help me with the align time. Alright, so far so good.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Very nice. Okay, we're gonna get the... I want to get the Echelon, but I saw so many people there. Outside. Can get dangerous, but I think I'm safe. I just don't want to be targeted. It looks like they're gone. We're good. Yeah, this is what I've been doing, you know. Scanning, then bookmarking, then getting a specialized ship and warping to it and doing the sites. We're gonna do the data first, then we're gonna do the relics. I think the relics usually just have more in this constellation for some reason. The relic sites are just better. Especially in here. Okay, let me finish this one. Cool. I've been making quite a bit of progress with the project discovery now too, because I was hard lock at the 25. I could only do till 25. But now I'm good. Okay, 50 million. Let's remove the location. Those are the good sites that we found first. That's why we alternate. We know that there's still a can in there, but we want to just alternate because we don't want to stay too long at one data or relic specifically, because if we are getting combat scan while we stay too long, we can be found and killed. We have literally no way to defend ourselves. We're very squishy and literally have only one data. It's because of the ship itself. Can only do that. It's a specialized ship that can only do data. It comes with their disadvantages as well, right? But I can do data sites as basically a tier 2. I already highlighted how I made it, but you know, it's good to see how you know, how I step by step. Because now I have all the things, all the specialized ships, all the scanning and see how much time does it take for me to just clear like one system with all these data and relic sites in it. Also, I kind of screwing up. Okay. I unlocked so many. Also, I just learned the, the 6 or, the nods thing. I know about now. Okay, there's nothing here. Want to get rid of that. There you go. Was the 2.5 million, but we decided to do it anyway. I usually do it like cans that have at least 3 million, or like somewhat close to it. Those usually they're just worth it. Maybe like, the absolute minimum they'll be 2.5 million, or if they have like some sort of like maybe blueprint or something that maybe it's not shown in the price, but would be valuable if you sell them. Oh, that was an easy one. As they usually are, those warped sites. Okay, and we have one more and we are done basically. Okay. Can't complain, 37 million. Gotta warp to the station. Dock this expensive ship. Expensive and rare ship. And gonna switch back to the scanning one. We're gonna do all those relics. Same thing, bookmark them. Oh, those trashes could just end me in like seconds. They're far away at this from the station. That's why you need instant bookmarks. Okay, cool. Think we can drop the loot. Let's move it on one of those. Alright, let's get the griffin and bookmark some locations. There's 3, 6, 8. 8 location. Or 9 with the one that I'm warping to now right now. That's the ingredients, guys, that I'm using. 2.3. I will not take that. 2.3, that's okay. We need to find something. Okay, this is our like right on the edge. Okay, this is a good one. Obviously, so we're gonna bookmark that one.
Third drive active.
Okay, nothing good so far. Oh, right as it's the last one, huh? Right when I was like, oh shit, there's really nothing here. Good. Good.
Third drive active.
Doing the project discovery. 3. 4. Yeah. See what we get. 11 million, that's a good one. 5 million, what the hell? It's one of those that might be all good. No, just 2. 2.6. Okay, we have 2 to bookmark here. And the thing with the relic sites is because of we use a different ship, we can just bookmark one after the other. We don't have to keep jumping between or around. Because we have micro warp drive with the metamorphosis that we're gonna scan. So we can just stay a little bit more on the grid because it's a bit more safer ship comparably with what we had. Okay, we got 3 and 4. This is basically from scratch and seeing how I'm making ISK in this constellation. You know, basically, or doing all the steps, scanning uh, the sites, the cants, bookmark them. Oh, we have 3 good ones in here. Got 5 error. Six error. And 7 error. I have quite a bit more comparatively. I mean, like I said, the relic sites are just gonna be... It's just one of those things where we get more expensive stuff in the relic sites comparatively with the data. And it's right up there. It's 2 million something. 2 million. Okay, this is a good one. 6 million. Thank you so much. And I guess that 3 million, we can do that too. Have a new site as well too, but I think we're gonna do that later on. That just spawned. Bookmark this as 9. Alright. 5 more to go. It's a good one. 1.8. Okay, it's also a good one. Okay, let's bookmark those two. Not super exciting, but gotta do them. Good ISK. We're doing them. Okay.
Drive active.
Okay, we got a good one. 15 million. $12. 3 more to go. I actually want to scan the last cosmic signature as well too. It's just one of those things I want to clear everything up in the system. Okay. Okay, we got 2 decent ones. I think I will be doing both of those two, even if that one is like under 3 million. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, we're gonna bookmark those. Okay, how much we have? Oh, we got quite a bit on this one, huh? Got this one. The last one. Okay, one more site. One more site to go. Quite a bit of good relics that I just like cannot skip. It's like, it's like, you know, under 3 billion, but I was like, okay, I have to. Some of those, they're just like, you know, you gotta do them. Can't cherry pick out that level. It doesn't have to be always 2 numbers. Like on the 10 millions or something. Okay, those are just like right on the edge of like me wanting to actually do them and not doing them. Cool. Now that we bookmark all of them, I actually want to first have those last two cosmic signatures also scanned, so we can just clear everything up in the system. It's one of those things that I want to do. But yeah, it has speed up definitely, you know, having the specialized ships to scan and the specialized ships for hacking. It did speed up like my activities in here for quite a bit, I can tell you that much. Yeah, because this will have to actually switch the clone as well to the relics one. Not something I would want to do. I wonder what the cooldown is actually for. Is that one of those things to like retrieve in case you those expensive drones in case you like disconnect for some reason? Because sometimes those like drones can be lost if they're like launched into the system, and I guess the cooldown kind of helps you with actually retrieving them and getting back at them into your cargo after a while. I guess they could be because of that. So in a way, it's actually protecting you or protecting them for not being lost. But interesting to say the least. Okay, that's a data. It's a level 1. Got this. Should have probably reduced it a little bit more too, but that's fine. There you go.
Docking
Let's
permission
redock.
requested. Docking request accepted.
I don't even think it's necessary to just scan those or bookmark those. I might even want to use the scanning ship, not the specialized one, because I don't have to just jump around that much. Can just scan the cans. If they're good, they're good. If they're not, they're not. Not gonna waste a lot of time.
Warp drive active.
And the warpath, I guess I don't even have to. Just bookmarks. Yeah, I'm gonna use the other specific ship that is only for data. I gotta activate this to even target that far. Million. Oh, was wondering it was deactivated. Okay. You're really just nothing. Yeah, I mean, what to expect from a Frontier 1? Okay, cool. Well, thanks for nothing. We're gonna ignore this.
Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disabled. Autopilot engaged.
I guess the warpath intelligence we can use.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
We can do actually. It's level 2, yeah.
Autopilot disabled.
Alright, let's use this data. And after this, the reason is I want to do all the data first is because I have to just jump clone. And it will take us like 900,000 ISK to jump clone. And since we have the data clone on us, we're gonna, you know, do those data sites first, and then we're gonna
Drive active.
clone jump to the other one to do the relics. So I have a second best ship for data analyzer. This is, I don't need maximum efficiency to do a warpath site. So we're gonna do this quite easily and fast. Found it. Okay, 10 million. Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. Also clearing up all those signatures helped me. Now we have quite a bit of relic, almost 20 relics that we have to do, so we're gonna switch the clones. The reason is why is that because the slot 9 shares the data and the relic, so we cannot have that on the same clone, so we have to just jump to the other one that is having the relics. I mean, it's just five virus coherence, but sometimes that makes the difference between you being able to successfully do a hack or not. So that's why we're using, also because we don't have, like in the case of data, we have like this Echelon that can do like as tier 2. We are having just a tier 1 because we can only use tier 1 also to add a new character. So yeah, switching that, I have the relic, I have the relic ship. I was wondering if there's like some sort of like boosters as well that increases the data in the relic virus coherence. I might even want to just check that out as well, but I doubt that does exist. Let me know if you guys know if there are any in the comment section. But I don't think so, besides the one that we're using, the Warpath boosters. Alright, let's do quite a bit of hacking. We found it. 1. So let's do in order. Like they're bookmarked. I know we're starting with 10, but that's okay. Oh, why we... we did quite a bit of scanning, now we're at hacking now. There's another signature that just spawned. You know what? We're gonna do that after we finish all the relics. There's another one as well. There's just so many. Non-stop. Okay, let's jump to the second one. Till now was quite a bit of prepping. Now I start to just make the ISKs. Okay, 25 million. I'm not done until we do all the sites in the system. I have that clearly defined in my goal, including the ones that just spawn. Even if we'll make this video a little longer. Okay, that's annoying. Not a good hack. Good one. I was lying. I guess so. Ah, it's an annoying one. Oh, that's the worst. There's no way I can get through. Oh! What the hell? Ah, I couldn't. I needed some more things. I think I could have just hacked if I would just keep looking for some tools to help me, because I found the power core. I hate when that happens. This is how you do it. 71 million and climbing. I mean, it's not like you're making absurd amount of ISK, but you're definitely making a lot more than you would be as a new player doing other activities. It's not like super high end, but it's definitely like mid tier activity where you just get like just decent amount of stuff. I mean, I basically maxed out everything what I wanted to so far with the activities that I've been doing in here, which I can't complain, right?
Probe drive active. Probe drive active.
Quite a bit of a marathon here. Wait, we did this already? And we didn't remove it? Okay, well.
Probe drive active.
Oh. Looks like I'm hungry. Looks like. Where is it? Where's this freaking core? There it is. We barely made it.
Probe drive active.
You go. It's one of those weird things. The easy ones or the easy scans can sometimes be the one that are the hard ones, and the other way around. It's just like the core. Sometimes he has like a 17 on an one that has like a lot of loot, and sometimes he has 90 on a one that doesn't have like a lot of good loot. It's one of those things. There you go.
Warp drive active.
Not even sure if I removed that location or not.
Warp drive active.
Couple more to go. Oh, this side, the one that I did already. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Jumping around, finding the loot. Gonna see at the end how much we got. It's gonna be, I think, 2 hours spread. Ah, great. Hmm. Got it.
Warp drive active.
What? All approachable locations. How did that happen? I booked them twice. 2 locations twice. For somehow. That never happened, but okay. Before. So basically we kind of finish it. Right? Gonna unlock this. Okay. I don't want to do this like this station. Also, is the destination set there? No, I don't think so. There you go. I would say 100 million per hour is how much we made. Because it will be spread out for like 2 hours and it just takes... I mean, not a lot of activities can give you that much ISK. This is a good one. Because on the other one we have 30 something. Yeah, I would say roughly 100 million per ISK is how much we made. But let's, I want to scan the last remaining cosmic signatures as well too. I want to do them as well. Since I want to clear this whole system. From data and relic sites that I don't have. Sort one of the safe. Yeah, and... Oh, we don't have the booster on this one. That's why we only have 112 strength. But I think it's still good enough to just... We gotta launch the probes right away. And then we'll look for something that we find. Also realize that you don't have to always go all the way down to like be maximum centralized every time. Especially when I just got the more strength modules. I wonder if 05 is gonna be do any better. No, it's actually doing worse. So we're gonna set up back to 1 AU. It's gonna be one of those war pets as well. Those spawn quite frequently. I guess that's the thing. Oh, actually, we found something. But strength is very low. And what is this? Why is this so hard to scan? It seems like not being under the influence of the booster has some consequences, of me having actually issue now to scan even with those still pretty good power strength, or you know, probe core strength. Or is it that one of those like sites that require actually to me to have good strength? I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's reduce it. Let's try to reduce now at 0.5. See if we can find anything. Does. It's a data for. Alright. I'm gonna clear those up too, and that will be it for the video. Pretty long video of this series of my free-to-play character. But came so far already with it. Have maximum probe scanning strength. Already have like the best ships for data relics. Made quite a bit of ISK. I unlocked all the skills. I have the implants, the daily injectors. So quite a bit of a progress, I would say. I wonder if I have to switch back to my. I think it's fine. Yeah, we have the relic implant instead of the data one, but I think I can manage this. Let's do the level 4 one first. Oh. Oh, we have to scan all of them? Because we didn't prep. Oh, okay. Because we don't have any. What's called? To scan ahead. Oh, those are trash. What the hell? Yeah, I should have just brought like first to scan ahead, but I mean, if we're now in those already, let's do them. I expect a little bit more from like a data 4 type of site, but can't get your hopes too high, huh? Jeez, there's so many there. That's the one that I was looking for.
not. Where is it? It's right here, right? In the middle. Okay. Okay, oh, okay. What's 19 million? No, it was 9 million because the warpath sites. But I mean, 9 million, not bad. Not bad. Okay. This was just a random data site, I guess, but had to do it. Hmm. So, difficult hack, huh? There's something here. That was a good one. There you go. Clear that one.
Warp drive active.
Two more to go. And we didn't even get like super lucky drops, like some random stuff that cost more than it should have been. Sometimes you can get those like super rare things. It was like regular sites, really. And basically 200 million. But, you know, 100 million per hour. Because 200 million, that'll be in total what we got. And those, like, warpath sites, I can do them with a bit more speed. Because I know they're easy. Probably meant to be easy, so a lot more players can do them. Although, let me tell you, actually I failed some of those warpath sites too. So it's not a complete embarrassment if you did that too. Alright, seems like literally we cleared all the sites in the system. So let me just evaluate. I'm gonna warp to the station.
Warp drive active.
Setting destination.
Pilot engaged.
Shall we complete the daily? We're getting close to getting the 1500. I think, yeah, we need 180, 90. Which is not far,
Docking permission requested. Docking
not far from getting it.
autopilot disabled. Wait.
There you go. What was the other stuff? And did I drop it already? No, I haven't. Okay, let's take a look.
209 million in roughly 2 hours. More than under 2 hours. I would say that would be like a little bit over 100 million ISK per hour. Doing data and relics, basically cherry picking the sites, and not a lot of activities can generate that type of ISK per hour. Probably there could be some more, but as a new player doing this just with scanning, it's quite valuable. And like I said, I have like now all the ships max scanning ships here already, the best ships to do data sites, relics, the right implants to scale up, good intelligence. I have also like those boosters. I want to get like also like the better ones, but those are the daily ones that I was doing. Yeah, I have also freaking alpha daily injectors, which I'm gonna use as well. I've been building quite a bit as well. So I just have like reserve of modules in here, you know, just having stuff in general, you know. Whenever I can, you know, go out, so I have like the ship, I have a couple of magnets and all that stuff, so I can just, you know, get out of here and via Triglavian. Yeah, the progress with this character has been great. I'm really happy where it's been going so far. During those long videos, maybe you should just also like speed up a little bit, but yeah, what can I tell you more about it? I'll be doing more of this in the future. This is a productive character, I would say. Now that we cannot go any other further with the investment with the scanning, we have literally the best things that we can get. We literally got the most expensive things ever. And we can scan, we can continue doing those data and relic sites in peace in here and generate ISK. And yeah, next step maybe is to just get also like a combat ship as well, so we can clear some of those protected sites. Like I said, I was working towards, you know, either building a Scorpion here or just buying one. But yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you into the next one. Take care.